I think still they have to come, right? It's almost 200 people, right? All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, I'm audible. Yeah, good afternoon. All right. So, what was the last topic we discussed on? And I think I have given some tasks for you. Done with that? VMware. Okay. In last session, we have installed the Kali Linux and we have done with that, right? Mm. I think the yeah, team has given some announcements for you guys. So everyone just go through this. So everyone who joined, just make sure it's a small announcement from the team.
Sir, please continue, sir. I'll be sharing WhatsApp group, sir. No issue.
Sure, right?
Yes, sir. Can you continue, guys?
All right. So are we done with the installation part of Kali? Everyone? Like, okay, many of them done with the task. Let me check. Just a second. Mm. So I told you to make sure try to submit that in the PDF format. Okay. So bash scripting, Linux file systems. Okay. Not exactly the commands. You mentioned the tools also in this. It's not comes under the part. Commands to access the services I told. All right. So where you mentioned your name? Okay, Divya, fine, great. Tiny thing for system. Good. All right, so I'll check them. All right, so we're done with the Linux installation and basic commands, right? Everyone, have you guys installed the Linux machine? Is anyone facing any issues while installation while installing this Kali? Like anyone? Any doubts related to that? All good? Just confirm me that it's like everything is fine. So what software you have guys installed? Like is that a VMware or VirtualBox? What you guys are using? Just let me know. How many of you installed the Kali machine? Just confirm me that. Okay, for even VMware or VirtualBox. What about others? VBox, VirtualBox. Okay, most of them I think they're using VirtualBox. VMware, like you got the keys right, everyone. I think I have shared the keys in the last session. Yes, great. So now we'll go with an exam. Are you guys ready for that? Are you guys ready for that exam? I think I have informed you, right? Today we'll have an exam, the networking. Did I just confirm me that? Did I mention that? Like when can you confirm me that? Did I mention that today we'll have an exam? Yes. All right. So everyone, just give me a second. Try to post the exam. So I told you go with the networking. So on networking, we have an exam. So complete whatever the things we discussed till now. So on the topics, we'll have an exam. Just give me a second. Remember, there will be a timer for you for every question. I think you have 1 minute of time. So make sure go within the time. So it's a MCQ base. So everyone just join this link. I'm sharing the link in the chat box. So everyone just join the quiz with your full name, or you can go with your roll number or your name. Okay. So I'll submit that report to the team. So based on that only you'll get the certification. Remember. So just visit that link. Everyone, I think almost you have 193. Everyone just join with the link. And I'm sharing that. Everyone join first. So I have shared the link in the chat box. Everyone just go through that link. So almost there are 200 people here. Join first. So whoever joined now, just visit this quizzes.com. And once you visit there, like you can see, you'll have a code. Visit this website, it will ask for the code. So you can enter through this code. Or else you can join through that link also. Yeah, you have to write your full name. Yeah, go with your full name or your roll number. Only 100, almost there, 1 to 15. Join first, everyone. Yeah, you can open in PC or you can open in mobile. So better go with PC only, I suggest. So just visit Google like quizzes.com in PC. There will be a join option. In that you can enter this code. Yeah, you can do that. It's MCQs only. So once everyone join, I'll start the exam. Only 116 join. Almost there are still 100 more to join. Join first, guys. Do it quick. Code you can see on screen like 090774. How to start test? See, everyone have shared the link in chat box. Okay, so you can join through that link. Just a second. So if you're done with the assignment, you can submit that. I'm downloading that and I'm seeing that also. So after joining, what to do? Like just give your name and click on start. So once everyone join, I'll start the exam. So it's MCQs only. Just read the question properly and go for the option. Okay. So like I have shared the link. If anyone want to join the exam, can just go with that. Start option is not working. Like for example, here, let me show you. Just go to the quizzes, this website. So in this website, you can see enter code option. So no need to sign up, nothing here. Just go with that code, whatever I have entered. So it's 090 090 774. the code. So click on join. So here it will ask you to enter the name. So just enter your name first and click on start. So you can turn off your sound effects, everything, and just go with start. It will show you. Got it? Is anyone facing issues still? On screen it is there. You can see the screen, right? On screen you have code here 090774. And even I have shared the link in the chat box. You can join through that link also. See, like, have you joined with that code or with the link? So you got enter the name. So have you entered your name? So once you enter your name, it will show you the start option. Just click on start. That's it. If it is not working there, try to go with the PC base. Done, everyone? Like, why people join twice? So done. Shall I start that? All right, I'm going to start the exam. So make sure, I think you have 50 questions here. So I'm going with a time. So make sure within the time you need to complete that. Or try in PC. If it is not working, then definitely it will show you. I don't know why you're not getting. Like everyone joined here. So make sure check your internet, or if not, go with another PC or something. Yeah, like everyone joined with the link, most of them. So that's why you have to join on time. So the session will be at 3 o'clock. And now you guys are joining. Huh? So whoever came now, just join with this link. Just click on that link, enter your name, and submit that. Yeah, I need to start the exam. Just you need to wait. So So make sure go with the answers, read the questions carefully. And now it started for you. Check that. So you have 1 hour of time. So within that 1 hour, you need to complete that. Go with that. Okay, we'll wait for others to done. Still, some more people to complete. Just wait until the others complete. Okay. Guys, I have 3 minutes of time. Do it fast. So will you give me? Let's see. Yeah, I was not in that group actually. So whatever the task I am giving, that will be in session only. So if you are attending this session, definitely you'll get the task and whatever the announcements I am giving. So task will be every day, and you have to make it the task every day. So there is no particular date. This day you have to submit, not like that. So if you attend this session, you'll get the task. If you're missing the session, yeah, you won't get that announcement. Getting the update right about the sessions, it will be on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and it's from 3 to 5. So there is no change in the timings. And about the task and assignments, you're getting that in the session itself. And remaining, if it is related to any other things, yeah, team will update you in the group. So 8 minutes left. Do it fast, everyone. All right, so yeah, done, everyone. Sir Linka. Like, what was the time now? Hmm? Was that Arshita? Now you're asking like almost it done. So guys, I'm going to end the session. Like, is that done? So I hope everyone done with that. So time up. So whoever not attended for that, yeah, it's fine. So I'm ending the quiz here. Okay. So almost 1 hour of time I have given for you. Right. So just stop everyone. The exam is done. We have session now again. So it will be up to 5, right? So we have 1 hour of time. So we'll start ethical hacking. But before that, yeah, let me check what was the accuracy 33. Mm-hmm. So Ali, for Lakshmi, Nikita Priya, good. Got good marks, fine. So below 70, consider your fail. Below 70, consider you guys are failed. Given time is up. What I have to say. What was the function of the router here, guys? Hmm? So most of them 66 answered for the transmit data between the devices on the same network. On the same network will router work, or over the network it will take your data. So do you remember the switch, router, and hub? So between the networks actually, not on the same network. Start of 27, 151 unattempted, 44 unattempted. So which layer is responsible for establishing the sessions and terminating the session? So where the session management will be in session layer only, right? Well, transport layer. Here you're getting the answer session layer. It's not transport layer, session management. Almost only 39 students given a correct answer. It's 153 incorrect. And network address translation, I told you, private network to communicate with the devices on the internet. Um, yeah, physical layer. Which layer of OSI model is responsible for error checking and correction? Data link layer, correct, 105. Protocol, set of rules for communication. Okay. Port number, it's a number used to identify specific network services like ports. Okay. Again, 105 is not. So which port number is commonly used for HTTP traffic? 80, correct. NTP, it's a TLS based security, right? So to secure your data over the network basis, use TLS service. Only 28. Guys, what is the range of IP address? It's from 0 to 0 to. What is the range of IP address? It's from 0 to 255, right? So where it comes 256? Will it be there 256 anywhere? So 177, like almost 130 people went for this answer. Yeah, about IPv4 only. And IPv4, how many IP address? Like, do you get 256 anywhere to the IP address? At most, it will be 255 only. So then it comes under the valid IPv4 address. See, read the question properly. I said it's a valid IPv4 address. Which one in this? So here I have 256. No. So there is no 300 series actually. It's up to 255 only. So which one left? Look back. It is IPv4 address only. It's not IPv6 address. It's IPv4. So I told you, read question carefully. So yeah, media access control. Data link layer. DHCP. ARP we not done that. So it actually resolves the IP to MAC address that we'll see in sniffing concept. Which command is used to view the content? Yeah, cat command, create directory in Windows base to read the content. What is the purpose of a shell is to interrupt and execute the user commands. That is what the shell do actually. So whatever the commands you give, that will be executed on the target machines. Kernel to manage the hardware resources. What are the two types of kernels we have? Yeah, monolithic and micro. Right. Microkernel is more secure. It's a hybrid. Okay. Magnetic disk. What is the purpose of BIOS? Most of them went for to manage input and output devices. Actually, go for operating loading in memory and install that memory. Then it will go for output and input devices. What is the size of IPv4? So everyone went for 32 bytes or 32 bits. Read the question carefully and see the answers also, like options here. So did I mention bits or bytes? What is that? So it's 32 bits, right? Not bytes. So the answer is none actually. Only 28 are the correct good one. So which transmission mode is used for two-way communication simultaneously? A full duplex. What is the transmission modes that are transmitted over the communication channel? Cat, you got 2 times. Okay. And it's in the file grip command we use that I shown you last time. Which commands is used to open manual page for a specific command? Man, great. CH mode to give the permissions. TCP/IP model is responsible for addressing and routing the packets in internet layer. So network layer is completely data link and physical basis. Internet layer is nothing but the network layer. transport layer will be transport, and application layer will be there. 4 layers only you can see in TCP/IP model. Remote terminal connection. Yeah, you can go with SSH and telnet both. Yeah, but mostly it will go with telnet part. But it's not secure. Submit to the server, post method. One not for get method. Did we discussed about the HTTP request methods? Like what is get method, post method? We discussed about that in session. But but you can see 150 students went for correct. So you copied from Google. Huh? Hmm? Whatever we discussed, you didn't answer for that. Whatever we didn't discuss, you answered for that. Great. Most topology will be initial in ARPANET, which is Advanced Research Project Agency, 1969. DFS. So, encrypted connection, encrypted networks, VPN. So ISP stands for Internet Service Protocol or Internet Service Provider. So Internet Service Provider. So what is this network diagram? Actually, it's a LAN. Within the network only, right? Is there any other LAN connected to this? Then how you guys mentioned for MAN, WAN? See, most of them are WAN, they said. It's within the network only, right? So I have your report. So I'll submit that to the team. All right. All right. So now we'll go with the ethical hacking. So that is what the network fundamentals we have covered. So today we are going to start the ethical hacking. So the level 2. So in this, first we are going to discuss about the introduction. So introduction to ethical hacking. All right. So now just tell me that have you heard about the information security before? Anyone? Just let me know what is cyber security. We discussed about this thing previously. Just let me know what is cyber security here. What is cybersecurity? Anyone? Any idea? It provides security to what? To what it provides security? To secure the data, to secure the data and network, to provide security to the server. So protection of data. So means data is separate, information is separate. Hmm. So cybersecurity, as I told you, it's a kind of a like process where to secure the data, the networks, systems, and even the applications or softwares from cyber threat or unauthorized access. Okay, so providing the security to the data, networks, systems, applications from these cyber threats or cyber attacks, we call that as a cyber security. Now, what is information security here? Is information security and cyber security are the same domains or different domains? What do you say? Are they both are same domains or different domains? What do you think? Or different, different domains you're saying. Like everyone saying it's a different domain. So actually it's the same domain, not different. So here it's itself I mentioned, right? Cybersecurity is securing the data. So what is data here again? Information only, right? What is information here? A data. So is cybersecurity is securing the data? Yes. Then how come it's a different domain? So information security is a part of a cybersecurity here. Okay. So information security refers to the protection of safeguarding of information and information systems. So what is information security? It is a safeguarding of information or information systems, where the systems uses to store, once it use the data, store the data, and even transmit the data. So for that, we are providing the security. So information systems that use, store, and even transmit the information from unauthorized access. So cyber, not same as cybersecurity, is not same as cybersecurity. See, cybersecurity is nowhere is same for any program in that. Cybersecurity is just a domain here. It's just a domain, like your degree. Degree is just a domain, it's a name. In that you're doing BSc, BCom, like these are the programs, right? So same in cybersecurity, we have different programs like ethical hacking, pen testing, information security analyst, what you can say, SOC analyst, incident responder. Like there are many programs you can see. In that one of the program, information security. So then it won't be the same. It's a part of cybersecurity. Right. So cybersecurity is nowhere is same for any other program here. Just a domain. It's a name. That's it. It's just a cyber security. In that domain, you have many programs to do, like ethical hacker or pen tester or SOC analyst or incident responder or threat intelligence analyst, malware analyst, digital forensic. Like there are many programs you can see. Information security officers, auditors, managers, professionals. Like there are many people you can see in this domain. Got it? So that is what it's a part of a cybersecurity. That's it, right? So as I mentioned, what is cybersecurity? You're securing your data, securing your network, securing your system, securing your applications. All this comes under this cybersecurity only. And you're securing these things using some components like CIA, you're securing the network using some firewalls, you're securing your system using some antiviruses, you're securing your applications by penetrating that. Like, again, different programs we use to secure them, right? So that is what I can say as a cybersecurity is just a name. It's a domain, that's it. In that you are doing the programs. Like ethical hacking now you guys are doing. And after this you can go on do some penetration, or you can go with the blue team, which is SOC. Like there are many things you can do. It's an ocean, you can say. All right. So in that, one of the thing is information security, and information security is nothing but here just it mostly care on the information things or information systems. So information is securing based on the data what they maintain, right? So information security is nothing but here a safeguarding or protecting the information and information systems that use, store, and transmit the information from unauthorized access. Okay. Or even destruction also means they delete the data, right? Right. So information is a critical asset in the organization. So you must secure that, right? Right. So if sensitive information falls into the wrong hands, what happened? What happened? If this sensitive information falls into the wrong hands, what happened? The respective organizations may suffer huge loss in terms of finance, or even brand reputation will be down. They lose the customers, or even in other ways. So there is a complete business loss. So the important asset for the organization is data only. Okay. So how these organizations secure the data? Hmm? How they secure the data? So what is the elements they use to secure this information? So to secure this information, you need to know about the elements of information security. So here they use some basic elements to secure the data. And in that, you may heard about the CIA triad. Have you heard about the CIA before? CIA triad. CIA is nothing but here confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay. And apart from these three, they use two more. One is uh, authenticity and non-repudiation too. Authenticity and even non-repudiation. Right. So these are the major elements to secure the information security systems. So can anyone tell me what is this confidentiality do? So actually this information security relies on five major elements. You can see them, which is confidentiality, integrity, availability, authenticity, and non-repudiation. So what is confidentiality here? So confidentiality is nothing but here, it gives an assurance that the information is accessible only to the authorized person. Means the data will be given to the authorized person only, and it won't give to any other there. So if anyone try to get the access, it won't give that access to that person. So how it can do that? How it knows that he is an authorized person? And to validate that, how they works, what mechanism this confidentiality using? So confidentiality is nothing but here, as I told you, It gives an assurance to the data that the data will be available to the or accessible by the authorized person only. So only authorized people can access to the data. That is what the confidentiality provide to the data. How? What mechanism they are using to provide that confidentiality? By username and password, encryption. So have you heard about this term called encryption before? The data will be encrypted. Like, have you heard this term before? Yes. So encryption is nothing but converting your plain text to cipher text. So cipher text is nothing but here unreadable format. For example, your plain text is hello, imagine. So now I'm converting this to some other format. So again, how it converts this ciphertext in the sense they use some algorithms. There is a symmetric and asymmetric algorithms. So using that algorithms, they convert these plain text to ciphertext. So can you able to read this thing? Can you able to read this format, what it is exactly? Will you able to understand that? No. So that is what ciphertext. That is what encryption. So now converting this ciphertext to plain text, we call that as a, again, converting that ciphertext to plain text, we call it as a decryption. So to perform this decryption, they required a key here. And that key can be shared between the sender and receiver only. So if this key is available, then only you can able to convert that ciphertext to plain text. If it is not, no. So where you can find that key? Again, with the authorized person only. So if I'm sending message hi in WhatsApp, so how it exactly getting to you? And you will guarantee that like you're getting the data to you only and no one's seen the data. How will you find that? So if you observe in WhatsApp, you can see end-to-end encryption. Have you observed that? So where your data will be sent, means once I click hi from my message, that will be encrypted after the thing. And to decrypt that, the sender means the receiver will use its key and decrypt the data. That's how he's getting the data in his mobile as a plain text again. So in between it is encrypted, means using the ciphertext. Again, once the receiver use the key, he decrypts that and give the data. So that's how it giving the confidentiality to the data here. Got it? So that is what the confidentiality is. So it gives an assurance to the data that data is accessible by the authorized person. And when it comes to the integrity, we call this as a trustworthiness of data. Means it prevents from the unauthorized changes to the data. Have you heard this word called tampering? Tampering. Have you heard this word before? Tampering, like changing the values. Like you may have heard about these things like a product $100 and we can make it to $1. Like that, they do tampering things, right? So that is happening because the target is missing the integrity. Means if you do any changes to the data, easily that can be identified. So if you see here in this scenario, so let me take again how it works in the sense how it will identify whether the data has been changed or not. In the sense it use a mechanism. In this it use the encryption, right? In this they use hashing. So what is the difference between hashing and encryption is, in encryption it's a two-way function. Means you can convert this plain text to ciphertext and ciphertext to plain text. Means you can encrypt and you can decrypt them. You can do this thing. Means it's a two-way function. But when it comes to the hashing, you can't reverse the hash. It is irreversible. Means you can't, means once it convert to ciphertext to plain text, you can't convert that ciphertext to plain text again. Once it converted to plain text to the ciphertext, you can't reverse this ciphertext to plain text. Means there is no mechanism used. It's a one-way function. So if you see here, let me go with some hash generators in Google. If you see, let me take MD5. MD5 is one of the algorithm here. It's an algorithm which is used to generate the hash values. So let me take my data is Akhil. Imagine my data is Akhil. So for Akhil, it generated a hash value. So can you see the hash value here? A constant string value will be generated for you. Is that visible for you guys? Is that visible? Yes. Right. So you can see it's generated a hash value. So when when I do any changes to this data, will it be the same value? Will it be the same value now, or the value change? Will it be the same, or will it change the value? It's changing, right? So whenever you do any changes to the data, easily again, if I go with L, it will get the previous data. Can you see? I got my previous data. So if you do any changes to the data, easily you can identify based on the hash string value. Got my point? So that is how you can prevent the unauthorized changes. So integrity is nothing but here. It is a trustworthiness of data or resources in the prevention of improper and unauthorized changes. So the assurance that information is sufficiently accurate for its purpose. So which measures to maintain the data integrity may include a checksum like these hashing things or access control things, right? So that's how it provides the security to the data. So if any changes happen to the data, that easily identified by implementing the integrity. So while you are making this $100 to $1, the hash value will be changed, right? So easily it will identify the tamper happened to the data. And it will go for checksum values and it reject that packet, right? So that is what integrity. So again, they'll ask you in interviews. So in confidentiality, what kind of mechanism they are using to provide that confidentiality? In integrity, what kind of things they are implemented to maintain the integrity? So you need to aware of these encryption and hashing things. Okay. And when it comes to the availability, so availability is nothing but whenever the data is required by the authorized person, it should give the data. Okay. For example, uh, what happens if data is not available for the end user? So I think we discussed about this part. So there is a user, like he want to purchase a product from Flipkart. You want to purchase a product from Flipkart, and there is Amazon. There is sale going on in Flipkart and Amazon. Consider. Okay. So this person wants to purchase a product from Flipkart, but the site is down. It is not able to reach. The site is down. Someone performed some attack. It was down. So what this user do? What this user do? He'll go to the Amazon, right? He'll purchase the product from the Amazon. Yes or no? Right? You can purchase the product from Amazon. No? So like, is this user going to lose anything here? Is there any impact on the user now? User ke mana jarutunda ikkada? No. So who is facing the consequences here? Where is the impact? Flipkart. So what is the impact? He lost a customer and he didn't sell any product. So there is a finance loss. And this guy get an impression that every time it is down, so I'll go with Amazon. So means a business loss, completely a business loss will be there if the data is not available for the end users. So that is what available. So it makes sure, means it gives an assurance that the systems responsible for delivering, storing, and even processing the information when required by the authorized user. Authorized user. So what happened when the authorized user is looking for the data? If it is not available, there is a chance for business loss. So availability is nothing but It gives an assurance that the systems are responsible for delivering, storing, and even processing the information that are accessible when required by the authorized users. So measures to maintain this data availability can include uh, the disk arrays for the redundant systems and even clusters, and even they use some anti-DDoS attacks or anti-malware. Again, here not using any cryptography concept, but they use some tools like anti-malware, antivirus, or anti-DDoS prevention attacks. So like that, they use some tools here for availability scenario. Right, so this is what we call as a CIA trait. This is one of the important objective in information security, so to secure their systems. So which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. This is what they maintain for their data. And apart from that, we have two more. One is authenticity, which is nothing but uh, authentication, you can say. So like to check whether the person is genuine or not. So how will you check whether the person is genuine or not to access the data? How will you check? So here authenticity is nothing but kind of an authentication, you can say. So like it refers to the characteristics of communication, documents, or any data that ensures the quality of being genuine or uncorrupted. So how will these things knows that that is a genuine or uncorrupted one? How they knows? How this authenticity work? Anyone? Fingerprints? Exactly. Like your usernames, passwords. So you should go with these things: authenticity and authentication methods. Everyone just see what are the authentication methods we have, like your smart cards, biometrics, digital certificates, right? So the major role of these authentication is to confirm that user is genuine or not. How? By using these controls like biometric smart cards, digital certificates, or your usernames and passwords. Like so, where it ensures the authenticity of data and transactions and even communications and even the documentation also, right? So that is how we use this authenticity here. Got it? That helps a lot to access the data to check the genuinity. And non-repudiation is nothing but it gives guarantee to the data. It gives guarantee to the data. So what is this guaranteed use? For example, I have sent the message to you. You received the message, but you're denying that you didn't send the message. You're denying that you didn't send the message, and even the receiver denied that they didn't receive any message. So to avoid that activities, they use a digital signatures here to the data. So these digital signatures will have the information when the data has been sent, at what time, from where to where, everything will be managed in these digital signatures. So that is what non-repudiation. So non-repudiation is a way to guarantee that the sender of a message cannot later deny having sent that message, and the data and the recipient also cannot deny having received the message. So individuals and organizations use these digital signatures to ensure the non-repudiation. So that is what non-repudiation. So these are the five major elements that use to secure your data. Is that clear? So this information security plays a major role to provide a security to your data. So which is confidentiality, integrity, availability, authenticity, and non-repudiation. So these are the five elements of which they implements to safeguarding of information or information systems when that sends the data, store the data, or use the data. Got it? Is that clear, everyone? How they are securing the data on baseline? Yes or no? Is that clear? Any doubts from this topic, information security? No. So what will be the motives, goals, and objectives of these information security attacks? Why they perform this attack? Authorization and authentication difference is, see, authentication is nothing but you're validating, right? Like giving username and password. So once you give the username and password, you'll get access, right? That is what authorization means. What level of access you have. For example, you'll go to the college. So to enter into the college, you'll give the biometric. You'll enter your biometric and you'll enter into the class, right? So do you have the right to take the chairs and tables from the class, or what role you're playing there? Your role is just to listen the sessions, right? And write the exams and coming from that. So will they allow you to take all the equipments what they have in the college? Can you take? No. So your authorization is only to listen to the session. Means what level of access you have, that is what authorization. So to get that access, you're using authentication. You're getting my point? So authentication is nothing but validating yourself. Once you validate yourself, they'll give the access. And what level of access we have, that will be decided by the authorization. Got it? Like it may be anything, like admins will give the access, or admin also will have the limitation. He is just an admin. His role is admin to maintain the data. That's it. If anything goes wrong, he's the one who have responsible, who takes the responsibility. So authorization is nothing but, for example, uh, like imagine we both are friends. Like, so I visited your home. So you're not there at that time. So your mom or someone is there, your dad is there. Like he just asked me like who. So I said like I'm friend of so Aki Reddy or something. So yeah, he allowed me. Means here that is what authentication means. I verified myself to your parents. He accepted that and he allowed inside me. And what can I do there? I can just simply and I can listen what your parents say. I can't take your belongings, right? Right. So that is what authorization is. I have only that level of permissions once I get enter into that thing. So authorization is the access whatever you have there. And there will be accounting also. Accounting in the sense, once I left from your home, you came back and you asked like who came, like your friend. Okay, what he did. You'll ask me like what I did, where I sat, like that is what you see. So that is what accounting means. What you accessed in that, what you did when you get the access, what you served, what you uploaded, what you downloaded, like everything will be accountable here. So this thing we call as a AAA authorization. So authentication, authorization, and accounting will be there. You getting my point? Authentication in the sense validating, authorization in the sense access, accountability in the sense monitoring or statistics, you can say. All right? Is that clear? Yes. So that is what I tried to give that, but yeah, you can just go through that again. So yeah, what is the motive here? So what is attack? Attack is nothing but here motive, which is nothing but a goal plus method plus vulnerability. These are all together combined as a attack here, right? So attackers generally have motives here, means nothing but goals and objectives behind their information security attack. So a motive originates out of the notion where that a target stores or processes something valuable. So if there is a valuable within your system, then only I can perform the attack, right? Okay, so that is different. Active and passive attacks are different. I'm just telling about what active. See, I'm discussing in information security point of view. Here the attacks is information security attacks. So why they perform the information security attacks? Because you guys are holding something valuable or storing in your system. So that's why I'm performing that attack. So that is what the motive, method, and vulnerability we look for, right? So we'll see. Active and passive will have that. Depends on the tactics. Will be there active and passive. Tactics in the sense the attack base. So yeah, something valuable will hold. So which leads to the threat and an attack or on the systems. So the purpose of the attacks may be different here. That dispute the organization's business or operations. So to steal the valuable information from the sake of curiosity, like you can say curiosity, or even to exact the revenge, maybe anything, right? So these motives or goals depends on the attacker's state of mind and their reasons for carrying out such an activities, as well as their resources and capabilities also. So once the attacker determine their goals, they can employ various tools and attack techniques and methods to exploit that vulnerability in a computer or system and take the control. That is what the things happen here. So motives behind these information security attacks maybe take revenge or for money or to achieve the state's military information or objectives or taking the entry into the religious or political beliefs or damage the reputation of the target or manipulating the data of the target or perform some information theft about the target or dispute the business continuity or bring the financial loss to the target. Like it may be anything. So these are some motives behind these information security attacks, right? So for this reason only, they'll perform the attacks on the target. Got it? Clear, everyone? So why they perform these attacks on information systems, right? So for that, you need to implement these security things. Okay. All right. So this is all about the information security. Okay. So in next session, we'll continue with the introduction only. So in that, we are going to see about some security, some cyber security of frameworks. So we'll discuss about some cyber security frameworks. So in that, I'm going to discuss about the cyber kill chain and MITRE attack. And then I'll go with some strategies like defense in depth. So if possible, before coming to the next session, everyone just go through this cyber security frameworks. And I need what is the difference between the ethical hacking and hacking. Okay. What is hacking and ethical hacking? This is what your task for. Send the notes of the previous session. What notes of previous session? I have completely sent the document, right? Already I have sent the document. Even it is there in chat box. Now also I have shared the document. Complete networking document I have that. Just check that. And whatever we are discussing, this module document will be done. I'll share after the completion of this module. So after completion of this module, I'll share the document of the introduction of ethical hacking module. Okay. So before coming to the next session, everyone just go through these topics, which is cyber kill chain and MITRE attack, and see what's the difference between ethical hacking and hacking. Yeah, here I mentioned on the screen. Is that screen visible for you? Sujit? So I'll just go through these things like cyber kill chain, MITRE attack, and see what is difference between ethical hacking and hacking. Just see them. Some of them are doing the task, but it is just copy pasting from the Google and sharing that. I told you, like, just go through the research do research on the topic, make sure to find some good points and paste that in the or copy that in the document. So just copy it from the Google and pasting that completely as someone is giving as a text file. And I told you to submit the document in PDF, not in the document. Again, you guys are doing the same. And if I won't see the content, see again, I'm going with the content. I'm seeing each and every document here. I'll see your content also. If I find that as the same which you copied and doing that from ChatGPT or something, I'll just reject that. I won't accept the assignments here. Some people are only doing like almost in 10 to 15, only 2 or 3 people are doing that. Remaining all are some people have copied some others document and just changed the name. Hmm. You think I won't see the documents there? Hmm. So I have shared that in the chat box. And go with that. I think I hadn't given the keys for this. Only questions you have can find the keys. Is that clear, everyone? Right. So just go through this topic. So before coming to the next session, make sure just complete with these topics. Okay. All right. So we'll stop it for today here itself. So if you have any doubts, you guys can ask me, or else, yeah, you guys can leave. Thank you. Thank you for attending the session. Have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow. Attendance, yeah, post. Post, just check for that. Who are not attended for the quiz? I'll, I don't have any idea. At the end, I think you get the certifications, right? Maybe you won't get that. Again, it won't be conducted only once. Level 1 is done. Again, for module 2, module 3, again, there will be exam. Again, you'll have in between, I think you have 3 to 4 exams. For every 2 modules or every 3 modules, you'll have an exam. And based on that, I'll take the average and I'll give the report for the team. Feedback, I think team has to share and inform them. So can we write the task and make a PDF? That will be okay, sir. Yeah, you can make it up. Exam for February. Sir. So feedback, I think. Fine. I think they're not responding. So maybe I don't have any idea about the attendance or feedback. Yeah, someone shared and go through that. Is that today's or last session?